She's April.
And she's Molly.
And we are
the Book Besties.
Mark, Paul, John.
Old Merlin type guys.
What am I going to do with 2 extra people in the bedroom?
April likes an MMF.
I didn't take my ADHD meds today. I apologize. So, you notice anything different?
You did your hair.
I also bleached my eyebrow on accident.
Okay, so are there like darker parts? Like, are there parts are black?
What you're seeing is the under. Like, I sectioned a middle section of this part of my hair, and I did that in fuchsia. But I pre-bleached that section, and I pre-bleached the back in a small section in the back. So when you pull it back, you can see it, but when you pull it down, you can't. The rest is like a cranberry color.
Yeah.
But I dropped some bleach in this area, and I didn't notice.
Better that it was your eyebrow and not your eyeball.
Valid. I didn't notice until I had all the bleach in my hair, and so I went to wipe it away, and it smeared it, and so then it bleached more of my eyebrow.
Yep, that's a problem.
As one does. Right. So I'm like wiping it off, and Piper's home, and she goes, "Do not put hair dye in that. You cannot have pink eyebrows for change of command." Okay, Piper.
Hey, so I got to do something really cool today at work.
Put books away?
That's not my job. How dare you?
I know. This Barbie's job is not books.
My job is just books, but it's not putting them away. Although I
have minions for that.
I do occasionally put books away.
But you do have minions for that.
So you know how I have a romance book club, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I did a fundraiser in January. We plugged on the pod here, talking about how a lot of our author friends donated signed books.
They're so awesome. We love you guys.
Yeah, amazing. Well, Olivia Dade was supposed to contribute to that, and she got sidetracked because she's on deadline, and she's very wanted right now, right? So she's
amazing.
2 books last year alone. She's got 1 coming out this year. Like, she's just really busy. So
she's killing it.
Yeah, and everything she puts out is wonderful. So keep doing it. My book club had wanted to read her because I talk about her so much, and because Olivia Dade's best friend is my friend, Emma Berry.
We love Emma.
They've all met
new
Emma.
Book is coming out?
Yes, actually, I have the arc of it here.
I'm not jealous at all that you got an arc.
Where the fuck is it? Oh, right here.
It's okay.
Here. You, Me, and the Conspiracy.
Oh my god, that book cover is so gorgeous.
And it is
I'm so jealous.
Sexy National Treasure. And
I am so jealous. I love that so much.
This is my plan for when we finish pod, which this is the second to last episode.
Second to last, guys.
And then I'm going to read that for Emma. But anyway, but my book club's all met Emma because she lives close to me.
She's so amazing.
And so she's come to my book club and done things. Well, long story short, Olivia asked me if there was something else she could do since she missed the deadline. And so she did a Zoom session today from Sweden with my book club.
She's so fucking sweet. I love her.
It was amazing.
I'm sure they had a blast.
Too, oh my gosh.
Olivia is a ball of fun.
Yes. They all came with questions. Like, I had asked her if she wanted to do like a little author talk, and she's like, I'm on deadline. I don't really have time to plan anything. Can you guys just ask me questions? I was like, bet we can do
Hell
that.
Yeah.
So we read her book At First Bite, which is behind
such a good book.
It's oh my god, Matthew
favorite boyfriend material, book boyfriend.
It's my favorite of her books, and it was fantastic. She was so lovely, as she always is. And like just seeing them all fangirl over her and being like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing.
Do that for them.
Yeah. So I have now spoken to Olivia Dade either in person or virtually 4 times.
We're collecting authors like Pokemon cards.
We have collected a whole set at this point. I'm pretty sure I have a deck of
We have a pretty good
I was going to say a
deck.
leaf deck because my deck is a leaf deck, but
it's a good romance deck. We have a great romance deck.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to tell you about this book, and I have
a magic card that somehow slipped in.
I have it. I was going to say we should actually have a magic deck because of Chezzy. I want to tell you about a book that I haven't read yet, but I think you're going to like it.
Okay.
So it's called The Hearth Witch's Guide to Magic and Murder, and it's by Carrie Callahan. So
That's
she was a part.
Names.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll text you a picture. We'll put it below. So she was a part of a panel with Jay Penner, and we've both now read Jay Penner and loved her book.
I have a story about her.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So she was in a panel with Jay Penner, with BK Borison and Sarah Beth Durst at BookCon.
That's a great combo.
I know. And so I didn't get to go to the panel because I was standing in line for...
But the lines were valid, though. Being in line was valid.
Well, I was under the impression that the panel signings that they had that had no tickets, that you got to go to the whole panel to sign, because there were panelists who they did ticket separately. So like Andy Weir was a part of a panel signing, but his was ticketed. Everybody else was separate. So these 4 women were all supposed to be together. You still had to wait in each individual line. It wasn't like you went down the table and got every book signed. So Katie actually waited in that line for me, and she waited for
awesome.
Yes, she waited for BK Borison. So I never got Jay Penner's autograph. I never got Sarah Beth Durst, even though I have her books as well. And I bought this book by Carrie Callahan thinking this is a total Molly book.
Probably is.
And
if it screams Molly, it probably is.
Well, it's called The Hearth Witch's Guide to Magic and Murder.
And if anybody's magic and murder, it's your girl.
I mean, Hearth
That's
Witch,
my crossroads. That's my crossroads, man. Magic and murder. Like, okay. So, I fell in love with Jay Penner recently.
We both read her recently.
I read the first book, the Fellowship of Bakers and Magic.
Yeah, which was fantastic. I just read it too.
Fantastic. I listened to that audiobook so fast. So I went on Amazon and I saw like the new prints, and then covers, and I saw on TikTok that she has the old covers on her website. So I went to the website and she had a bunch. So I got a signed copy, but I accidentally hit submit twice. And she emailed me and she goes, "Hey, did you mean to order 2 signed copies?" And I go, "No, I just suck." Like as a joke, cause me. And she goes, "No worries, I'll cancel the second one." A week later, my book comes in. Woman sent me a copy of the new book.
Her book that just came out.
The Meet Cute. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Signed.
That's amazing.
Matt
the book is called Death Meets Cute, by the way.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not watching online.
Matt goes, "Does she recognize you guys?" And I go, "I think she just thought I was funny because I joked about being dumb."
Yeah, I don't think we're mutuals on any of the socials, but we do follow her.
It was really sweet of her, though. It was a really kind offer from an author that didn't need to be kind. And that really warmed my heart.
It bothers me that series, the
baking one?
Yeah, the Fellowship series. I don't remember what it's called. A Denishire series or something.
Yeah.
That series is like 6 books, but you can only get like 3 of them in print, even from her website. So I think they were originally indie and now they've been picked up and they're coming out.
I mean, she's badass. It's a great series. I really
like it. It's cozy romance for sure. And it's just
a warm fucking hug. It's a chocolate chip cookie out of the oven.
It was really good. And I started
everything I want from a cozy fantasy.
And I was listening to the audiobook for it because it was on my shared audiobook app with husband that is completely legal. Yeah. And I was listening to it while he was cooking lunch for the 2 of us, I think. And he walks over and he goes, what are you listening to? And I tell him, and he goes, that's what I thought it was. I've already read that one. I was like, you have? Because I'm the one that told him to put it on the app. And he was like, yeah, I read it. I was like, did you like it? He was like, yeah, it was really good. I'm not going to tell you what happens in the end. I was like, great, don't. So now we're going to buddy read A Fellowship of Librarians and Dragons.
I love this. Yeah. I have beef with Thomas right now, actually. My since I listened to Audible, the Cinnamon Bun on Audible, it is now trying to convince me to finish the series.
Listen,
nobody wants
the app that he and I share also is trying to convince me to finish the series. Oh, I showed you my new books. I didn't show you this one. New TJ Klune. This is a little daddy too.
This is a little guy.
So this is the plan for, because we have only one episode left after this,
I'm
a little bit more than halfway through next week's book, and then I'm gonna read We Burn So Bright and You, Me, and the Conspiracy. That's my plan to read those. And Nurse Katie and I are doing Smut Girl Summer again this year.
I love it.
Our list is so crazy. It's a chaos list because I
need to see it.
Oh yeah,
I need to see it.
Do you want me to tell you what it is? Like I can read it for you.
Yes.
Okay. Let me pull it up. Give me 1 second. So what we did this year is different than what we normally do. Like we normally put everything into a spreadsheet and then we, kind of pick from there. We vote or what have you. So we did the voting like we normally do. And then all the ones that had at least one yes from us, we put them on a wheel and just spun the wheel. So we had no idea what the fuck was going to come out.
I love this so much.
So it's a really weird list. The funny thing is, every year that we've done Smut Girl Summer, we have done a Christina Lauren and a Megan Quinn. And even though we spun the wheel this year, they're both on there again.
Because it's mandatory.
I think it's mandatory at this point. All right, so the first one, which our first post will be on June 9th. So we're going to post to Instagram and TikTok this summer. The first one is going to be Cubs and Campfires by Dylan Drakes, which is an MM.
Yeah.
Fluffy guys.
I like that.
I found this series. I don't even know how the fuck I found it. I think I was like searching for MM romances and
you're like, fuck it.
Yeah. So that'll be great for Pride. Then we're actually going to do every other week this summer because Katie's like, I'm not breaking your brain again this year. And I was like, fair enough. So Cubs and Campfires. And then we're going to do Flawless by Elsie Silver because I own all of Elsie Silver's books behind me, and I've only read the one that we did.
I know. I need to get back into her so bad.
Yeah,
but so there's a book in my brain that needs to get out so bad.
So Flawless is the one that it's recommended you start with, and Katie has never read Elsie Silver, so we're going to read that one. And then my plan is to read all of them at some point over the next year or two. And then a book that I have put on my pod wish list for several seasons, and you've kept vetoing. The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings.
Yeah, no. I just don't want to read it. I'm sorry.
Katie wanted to, so hey. And then we've got Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf, which is a dystopian
that is so freaking trending right now.
I know.
It is.
And we both really wanted to read it, and the fact that it ended up like the Wheel of Fate giveth.
But it also taketh away.
Yeah, but this time it giveth. And she was at BookCon as well. Then the last two books are my favorite One Night Stand by Christina Lauren and Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn.
Love it.
And that's it. We're going to do 6 books, one every other week. And I think it's going to be really fun, but it definitely is not like a list that we curated. It's like literally we let the wheel decide.
You threw shit at a wall and hoped it stuck.
Yeah. And Katie was texting me pictures of the wheel when it was finished, and I was adding them to the spreadsheet because we were both working at our jobs very hard.
Where you are grown-ups.
Yes. And
she had a lot of grown-up stuff this week, that poor woman.
She has Post-it notes that say things like, you need this job, your feet aren't pretty enough to sell pictures of, your children need food.
I love you, Katie. So much.
I laughed so hard. I was like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
Katie, I love you.
All right. So do you want to talk about this week's book? Because it's been 15 minutes.
Yes.
All right.
What are we doing?
This week, the penultimate episode of Book
Oh
Besties
my
Podcast
gosh.
is Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry.
I loved this book so much.
You know what's interesting to me? You know what's interesting to me? I bought this book and sent you guys a video of how pretty it was and was showing off all the pretty. And that's why I bought it, was because it was pretty. And I picked this book for the pod, so I'm the one hosting. And you picked the book for next week and you're hosting. And we probably should have reversed that.
Swapped. I've been thinking that since I started.
We probably should have swapped.
We should have swapped because while I like it, it's just not hitting that spot for me, and I can't explain it.
Well, we'll talk about it next week, but that's how I felt about this one. All right, so how about a synopsis?
Yes, please.
All right, so Shield of Sparrows is the first book in a trilogy by Devney Perry. In Calandria, the kingdoms have alliances of peace centered around the marriage of a princess to a prince. This is known as the Shield of Sparrows. Odessa Cross, the oldest daughter of the king, always knew her sister would be the sparrow until the prince and the guardian show up and choose her instead. With that one decision, Dessa's entire future is changed. She embarks on an adventure to Torah, where she is kept in the dark about most aspects of her new kingdom, including where the capital city actually is.
Yeah.
Who she can trust, and maybe even the truth about her new husband.
Yeah.
Torah is a land of wild monsters, but with the guardian by her side, Odessa might be safer than she ever was before. Well, hey, I'm wearing a Carpe Librum shirt today.
Can you? Okay.
Read,
Speaking
think,
of.
Act, repeat.
Speaking of. I went on their website the other day. Did you know how easy it is to do a full shopping on there? It is so freaking quick.
Yeah.
I ordered a tote because I need a second one. Obviously.
Yeah, those totes hold up so well.
They're so sturdy. And I ordered the I Read Bam Books tote, which looks freaking huge. I'm so excited for it. Yes. And the checkout process and using our code was so freaking fast and easy. I like their website has no glitches. It's not slow. It's like you go to a website and you're really excited to use it and it's like bogged down and you know it's slow and it's hard to get to. That's not the issue here.
Yeah.
Like I was in and out so fast.
Yeah, I've
fast.
been a fan of theirs from the first time I bought t-shirts from them in, what was it, 2024, I guess?
Yeah.
So it's been a few years of me wearing their shirts. And right now you can go on their website and use the code New Things with an S on the end, 2026. New Things 2026.
2026.
And you will get $5 off your order of $25 or more.
And they're running other specials too right now.
Yeah, and they stack. They stack.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the code through the end of the season.
Okay.
All right, you ready for questions?
Please.
All right, so penultimate episode of Book Besties. Shield of Sparrows is a slow burn romantasy where strangers become husband and wife. What did you think of the overall world building in this book?
I liked it. I really did. I found, I don't know, the way I was eased into the world building while reading the story, and we slowly go along and we slowly see this development. It really sat well with me, and I really enjoyed it in a way I don't always enjoy romantasy. Sometimes romantasies throw a shit ton of world building at you, then story, then more world building, then story. And this was like, it felt very seamless to me. And I enjoyed that.
I feel like on the romance spectrum between cozy and romantasy, like your sweet spot is the cozy. Like you don't always like the world building that comes along with the romantasy, which is much more closer to like a high fantasy kind of situation. Yeah.
If it gets too close to high fantasy, it's too much. My brain can't process it. My brain doesn't create pictures.
Yeah.
So and I'm dyslexic, so the words are always spelled wrong. But
yeah, I mean, those are all totally fair. I love romantasy because I like high fantasy.
mm-hmm.
And I like world building. And I think she did a decent job with world building. What I liked about this world that she created was the fact that it was so wild in Torah. Like, they're literally in a jungle. And
yes, and living in treetops is like
right.
my dream. That is my dream.
Not me. I am not afraid of heights, but I am afraid of falling to my death, which are two different things.
I have, since I was little, the woods of New York were my safe place. Okay, call me fucking Katniss Everdeen. Okay, because like I was in the woods more than I was in my home.
Yeah.
So it's always been a dream for me to be in the woods, to live in the woods, because I am one with the trees. I am the Lorax.
I speak for the trees. I liked it because we don't see that. Yeah. And I'm not going to fully go into my issues with this book until question 3, but
not just yet.
Not just yet. Give me a couple questions to warm up. But because I had such an issue with other aspects of the world building, the fact that the setting was different than what we get in romantasy was lovely. Because often we get like the castles, or we get like a desert, or it's usually something that seems like it's medieval.
And the animals are unique, you know what I mean? We're not getting traditional mythical animals. The author took time to create animals and beasts that were abnormal and different than in other realms, I feel.
But if you want to see pictures of those beasts, she has them on her Instagram. I actually did go look at them, and they're basically animals that exist that have like almost weird mutations, which was kind of a cool way to do it, but also not original. So just reminds me of the Mutts in the Hunger Games series.
Oh, that didn't click for me. It's
all good. It's all good. All right. So this is a thick daddy of a book at over 500 pages. And we've both read lengthy books before that didn't fill the pages well. Yeah. So what did you think about her writing style? Did she make good use of the pages?
I didn't notice it was long. You know what I mean? Like, I knew I was taking some time to listen to it, but I enjoyed the story so much, I never noticed the time passage. There are times where you will hear me bitch the whole time. Oh my God, this book is so long. But I just kept pushing through it. Like, I just kept going, man. Yeah. One day after another.
I feel like I did feel how long it was, but only because I was trying to read it in time for us to film. And so I was really crunched on time.
You did have a lot on your plate, though.
Yeah. I mean, since I came back from New York, we took a week off from the pod, but I still haven't really caught up on everything. Work has just been very chaotic. We're gearing up for summer, which is our busiest time. And it's the end of the school year, and every mom knows what the end of a school year is like.
Oh my God, I am so ready for the school year to be done. Did you see, speaking of summer reading, did you see Pizza Hut's bringing Book It back?
Yeah, I'm very excited for Book It for a new generation, but like, personal pan pizzas are not good anymore. I don't know what Pizza Hut has done since the 90s, but it does not taste as good.
We're not a children anymore. It doesn't taste magical to us anymore. You know what I mean?
But everybody is repeating things that happened in the 90s because all of us fucking millennial parents want to do those things with our kids. Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah.
What I need them to not do, I need them to not remake the Neverending Story. Please. Because that is done.
You know what I saw the other day that pissed me off? And I wanted to slap her through the screen? Rita Wilson says that she wants a sequel to Now and Then.
No.
Thank you. She wants her character in Rosie's and Demi Moore's, and I can't remember the third actress.
It's Daryl Hannah? Yeah, Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah. She wants them to be grandparents, and the girls and their children to be parents, and the summer is going to be their grandkids' summer. And how grandkids' summers look now. And it's like, it's not the same. They're indoors.
Yeah. I mean,
indoors,
a little
man.
shade when I say this, but Rita Wilson needs something to do that isn't being Tom Hanks's wife. So that's why she wants that.
That's it exactly. That's it exactly.
We're not asking for that. So just put that away.
Nobody requested that, Rita.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I mean, you did marry a man that was already married.
They were divorced when they got married.
She started seeing him before he was
We
divorced.
have no evidence of that. They met beforehand.
I don't trust Tom Hanks.
I know
We've had this conversation 100 times.
I know you don't.
I don't trust the man.
But my husband, who trusts literally no one, including me, trusts Tom Hanks. So I don't know what that says about you.
Tom, you need to be more suspicious of that man. I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, anyway, I did feel the pressure of the length of the book because I had so much to do and it was a lot to read. But I know you listened to the audiobook. Did you listen to the graphic audiobook or did you listen to the regular version?
I think it was just the regular version, but it had dual narrators. The one thing that pissed me off about this, okay, it claimed it had dual narrators. The female reader did the female voices all the way till the end when it switched POVs. So it technically isn't really dual narration if both narrators aren't narrating the whole time to me.
No, that is dual narration. It's
Molly Math says it's not.
It's duet narration where they do it together. So the one that I read is a graphic audiobook. So it was duet narration, and I was reading and listening at the same time so that I could finish. And the graphic audiobook cuts out like whole sentences because if someone growls, they just add in that sound effect. If thunder strikes, then you just get that sound effect. So it actually became more irritating for me to
I would have been pissed off too. That would have pissed me off. It would have changed the book completely for me.
And maybe that's part of the reason why I didn't love this book as much as you and Katie did. But let me go on to question 3 because I will give you my real big beef. So before we get into any spoilers, I want to talk about my biggest beef with this book, which was the names.
I didn't even notice until you told me.
From jump, her maids being named Jocelyn and Brielle, which are both characters from the Selection series, which is over here behind me.
I never remember
from jump. I was like,
girl, how do you remember that?
You have all the alphabet to make up a name in the world that you're building. Don't use somebody else's names.
But how do you remember that?
Because I've read the motherfucking Selection series like 12 times.
But how do you expect other authors to know that? Do you expect us to just... Okay, I'm going to fight for the author here.
Molly.
Do you expect me to go Google names every time I use them?
Wait a minute. Do you think that she thought those were original names? First of all, I know somebody personally named Jocelyn. So that's not an original name.
She just liked the names and used them.
And if her editor didn't catch it either, like her editor didn't go, hey, you use names that are in other books, like all of these names. But Odessa is a name of other characters.
If you do that,
calling someone the Guardian.
Of the books out there are never going to get published.
I'm not talking about like Olivia Dade, where she has a character named Matthew, and that's obviously a common name. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you built this whole motherfucking jungle of a world, and you use names that are already used in other fantasies. Like, come on. Be for so fucking real right now.
It just doesn't bug that way. Like,
it was just one of
around to me.
It was one of many things that I felt was too close to other things I read. And
got you.
And because I was reading it so fast and because I was annoyed with those things, I didn't enjoy this the way that you guys did. My
brain totally tuned that out. Like it didn't click.
I would have been able to tune out Jocelyn because like I said, I know somebody with that name. So like when I see that in a fantasy book, it's like, okay, well, I already know somebody with that name, but Brielle.
Yeah. But I just didn't. It didn't click.
No.
She says.
All right. Odessa starts this book as a kind of sad sack. She isn't highly regarded by her family, and she's been unsuccessful training at things her sister has excelled at.
They literally make her wear gray.
I know. What did you think of her personal growth in the book?
I loved her growth. I loved how much she came into herself and how confident she became. I also really enjoyed the confidence she got from working with not just the Guardian, but all of the people in his world. You know what I mean? As soon as they said, you need to do this or you're gonna die, they weren't joking. Right. And the one thing I really loved about this was they were real. Like, they go, you need to start running. Yeah. I never see that in a fucking book. Nobody ever goes, you need stamina, get running. Right?
And they also made her work up to being able to carry an actual sword. She had daggers.
So real. It was really realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she had to condition to get to the point where she could carry a heavy motherfucking sword. And I agree with you. Like, that was, physical changes that she needed to make to her body, to be ready for that. But I liked her personal growth too, because I don't feel like the Odessa that we start the book with, who
you think's gonna kill herself.
Well, no, we don't think that. She's just recreationally cliff jumping like we've never seen before. Twilight. And
she did that to get depression.
She was doing it so she could see Edward again. So it was about a man. And Odessa's jumping off because her sister has the man and she doesn't have the man she wants. Anyway,
I think she's cliff diving to feel something. You know what I mean?
But I think we could say the same thing about Bella. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I just think that person that we meet at the beginning of the book is not the person that at the end of the book, and spoiler here, is going to help save Evie. Like, that's not the same person.
No.
She grows so much through this book, and I did like that about her. And I am interested to see what she's like in the second book, because Katie's already read the second book and told us
I started after Pot, this next one.
So Katie said that it's actually better than the first one, and I am excited to read it, but I'm probably going to wait until maybe fall to read it, because the third one isn't coming out until next year, and so I kind of need to space it out. Also, what comes out might be the week that this episode goes live. The second book in the When the Moon Hatched series comes out, and Slay. I'm reading
Dungeon Crawler Carl's coming out.
Yes! The next Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is Parade of Horribles, comes out.
Matt's so freaking excited. When I told him, I thought he was going to piddle a little bit.
Your Matt, not Matt Denman.
My Matt. No, I'm not on a first name talking to Matt. Yes, I told Matt Denman his book was coming out next week, and he piddled.
I was clarifying for those of us who have joined and didn't know that your husband was also
a Matt. That's speaking of.
You can't expect, because we've been doing this for 10 seasons, that everybody knows the lore.
So speaking of Matts, so Piper's going to prom.
Your daughter?
Yes. My oldest is going to prom. In her friend group, there are 2 other dads that are also Matt. So there are 3 Matt dads in the friend group. So I go, one of the kids lives close to us. So Matt's picking Piper up and bringing him back to her back tonight. And I go, we should see if X, Y, and Z needs a ride home too, because Matt's home alone because of this, and this. And Matt goes, that's a great idea. So I text the mom I know, because I know her personally. And I'm like, hey, my Matt offered to pick up your kid for your Matt so that your Matt doesn't have to drive, because my Matt's already going that way. And she's like, thank you. And she kept up with it because she knows me.
Love that. Okay. I'm going to go to the next question, if that's okay.
Please, because I totally sidetracked us.
We gave up having a Molly derails us counter because
Molly Singh's counter went away too.
well, we just haven't done it this season, but yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. Even though monsters are common in Calandria,
Monsters the ones... See now. Sorry. I didn't take my ADHD meds today. I apologize.
You are not allowed to film when you have not taken your ADHD meds. I thought that was an agreement.
An unspoken one, I guess.
No, it's been spoken.
I was just ADD and not on my meds and don't remember.
The first time that I was hanging out with you without your meds was when we did our
we slept over. Yeah, and we
were
over.
in Annapolis and we were eating breakfast and I was so overstimulated by you that I was like, when do your meds kick in?
But you've left me because of it, not in spite of it. So that's what matters.
Something like that.
Chop.
All right. Even though monsters are common in Calandria, the ones in Tora are more volatile than normal. This is because they have a sickness called Lysa. Is it Lysa? Lysa. So to me, that's how my cousin spells her name. Her name is Alyssa. So I kept saying Lyssa until I was listening to the audiobook and I was like, okay, Lysa. Yeah. Lysa appears to be spread by monsters biting each other. We also learned that the Guardian has Lysa. I had a lot of issues with how the sickness was explained. I was wondering what you thought about it.
It's odd. He's the only one that has survived it. And it's odd. Like, I have some beef with... I know too much about how disease spreads. Thank you, COVID. So I had issue. I did take a little issue with that because at one point they're like, yeah, the one I bear, he's the one giving it to everyone. You're trying to convince me that a bear has figured out how to infect everybody else? It just... How did he infect the worms? The sea worms, you know what I mean?
Yeah, how did he? Oh, I think they try to explain that, don't they? Like something about...
I don't know, man.
They bite one that's like close to the
it just didn't feel...
I just really had an issue with it because it didn't seem to affect humans. It just killed them. So it was like venomous, right? But then...
Yeah, but how is he surviving?
How is he still surviving?
Yeah.
And the fact that he can have part of it like sucked out, like I didn't get it.
And that's a huge
yeah. I mean, it started to make more sense towards the end of the book when we get the plot twist, which I won't reveal yet. But
it's just
like that's a huge part of this book. Like that's a huge driving point of the plot, and I didn't feel like it made sense.
I'm hoping book 2 gives us a little bit more information, you know. But I don't know.
I'm going to spoil it a little bit because I do think it made sense that his father was trying to use that as a weapon. Like that to me, 100% would it be weaponized.
And it wouldn't surprise me if he's the one that infected the animals trying to use the animals as a weapon and then it just backfired on him.
No, his mom did that.
Right.
You know, this is why we don't usually plan 2 romantasy books back to back because we really have a hard time keeping track of them.
Because there's just a lot of world building. And like, even though these 2 are nothing alike, I'm still blending shit.
Yeah, I don't think they're anything alike. So, I mean, anyway. All right, so Xavier doesn't really seem interested. And Xavier is the prince. He doesn't seem interested in the new bride. His new bride. Right. He does not consummate their marriage, and he leaves her a lot with the Guardian to watch over her. Were you surprised that this was a bait and switch princeship?
No. I called it from the beginning because the Guardian was speaking the whole time.
Yep.
2, he didn't draw blood for the signing. He pulled a vial out.
I think we both texted each other early into this book, like, hold up.
It just didn't, the math wasn't mathing.
Yeah. But again, that's not an original plot line.
No. But it works in this, you know? I felt it worked. I didn't hate
it definitely gave Dessa time to get to know Ransom.
Yes.
But
and, you know, I saved when she finds out, and she's like, no, fuck this, no. I was just as mad as she was, even though I saw it coming.
Yeah,
I was just as furious as she was. How fucking dare my maid? My maid?
Yeah, Xavier fucking Jocelyn was insane. Although, what was really interesting to me is...
Well, we find out later why he was doing it. Jocelyn set it up.
Well, yeah, but we didn't know that then. That was a great plot twist, in my opinion. Both of those things with Jocelyn. Xavier, we find out very early, the Guardian tells her that he likes to share. And I really thought we were going to get an MMF. And I was like, yes, because as we've established, April likes an MMF. Not in real life, but I do in books.
I don't want to share.
That's too many penises for you. Do you think you would like an FFM?
Yes. I don't have an issue with that.
But see, that's too many vaginas for me.
But honestly, I like just duos.
Yeah, me too.
I struggle organizing my own life. Like I struggle organizing my own life. So what am I gonna do with 2 extra people in the bedroom? Like who puts
2 extra people? That's just 1 extra person and your regular partner.
Okay, sorry. What do you do with 3 people? Like who starts? Who finishes? Who goes first? Who makes the game plan? Like, how are we doing this?
I don't know.
See, it's too many. I don't want to have questions when I'm doing that. You know what I mean? I'm 40. I just want to do it and be done with it. It's too many questions to have sex. Thank you.
But okay, fair enough. But I was excited because I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming in this book. And no one had talked about that either. So I was like, oh, that could be interesting.
But he was definitely into sharing.
And we don't ever find out if he is engaged
into the guy
with
or the girl.
Man too, or if it's just with the girl.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. All right. Odessa learns the truth about Ransom, which is the actual name of the Guardian. And he is the actual prince, slowly throughout the book. But there are a few character plots that I want to talk specifically about. And these are all kind of bait and switches. And some of them I think worked and others I don't think did. But the first one is Evie. So we meet Evie and we find out she's Xavier's daughter, but she's actually not Xavier's daughter. She's actually Ransom's sister. So she's the princess. Yeah. But we think she's a princess because she's Xavier's daughter. So how did you feel about that sort of bait and switch?
So my original thought process was, I figured the not prince was someone who was, I thought he was the bad guy, okay? I thought he was the villainous killer that everybody hated, and that he had a partner that had died, and he was a solo parent. That was like my whole guess throughout the book. So I was surprised when I learned who she was, and I lost my train of thought.
So because I figured that Xavier wasn't the real prince, him having a daughter didn't surprise me at all. I was surprised to find out that she was in fact Ransom's sister. And I don't know that I think that was necessary to the story. I don't think Xavier being involved at all was necessary to the story.
Did we need a child in this book at all? No. But was it fucking adorable to see her
really
work with
liked
Odessa?
Evie. I really liked her. And
okay, so
here's the thing though. There are other ways.
I have a bell ring about it, Evie.
Okay, hang on one second. There are other ways to push the plot forward where you can sneak around and figure shit out that doesn't involve a 4-year-old kid.
That child talks too eloquently to be 4. This author has never been around a toddler. That That girl is way too... That girl is too smart.
She's a princess, though.
It doesn't matter.
Remember that picture of like Prince George with Obama, and he was in his like little he had his little robe tied, and he looked all like an elegant old man, and he was 4. Like, she's a princess.
No. It doesn't mean she's that smart. It doesn't. Like, Queen Elizabeth had siblings that could barely read. You know what I mean? Like,
Queen Elizabeth only had 1 sibling, and her sister could read.
Okay, I'm thinking about a different queen then. But there is... Just because you're royalty doesn't mean you're smart.
I don't think it means you're smart. I think it means you're taught to speak eloquently.
I don't think a child living in a jungle is gonna speak that way.
All right.
I will argue that. That was not a 4-year-old. That's not a 4-year-old. You can't convince me that's how a 4-year-old talks.
I mean, that doesn't bother me as much as using the names Jocelyn and Brielle.
Which I didn't even acknowledge. I didn't even pat.
New things 2026. Use the code. $5 off an order, $25 or more.
$5 or more.
I'm wearing my Read, Think, Act, Repeat shirt today. The website is beawesomereadbooks.com. The company is Carpe Librum. They have a physical store that's opening up in Louisiana in April.
And doing festivals.
Yep. And their shirts are size inclusive. They do not shrink. They do not fade. I've had this shirt for almost a year now. And
they have hoodies.
Love it.
Which I didn't realize. I mean, I realized that there was like other apparel, but like they have a whole subsection of hoodies. And right now they have a bunch of shit on sale, stuff on sale. If you go over to their website, they always have something on sale.
Yeah, they do. So check them out. New things 2026. All right, so Jocelyn is the next person I want to talk about. So it's first revealed that she's actually a traitor to Odessa because she sleeps with who Odessa thinks is her husband. Mm-hmm. And it's later revealed that she did it because she was spying for Odessa's father.
Great twist.
Great twist. Both of those were great twists.
The second part of them showing up was even the bigger twist. Like, I was so surprised.
Yeah.
I'll let you prompt that, but
you know what though? I don't even have that on here. Brielle is the side piece that
he's madly in love with her.
Right. The person that Odessa was betrothed to, who is the captain of her father's guard, his true love is Brielle. Mm-hmm. But how did she never know that? Like, how did she never know that?
She doesn't pay attention. I mean, if you were stuck wearing gray all day and just wandering around a castle waiting for somebody to acknowledge you, I don't know. It would kind of put you in a dark place, I would feel.
It would put you in a gray place.
I don't want to talk about gray.
All right. Fair enough. Xavier, whose actual name is Dre, is revealed to be the prince who marries Des. But later we find out that he's actually Ransom's cousin and has been his stand-in. We both kind of figured that one out. So did you think that was... What did you think?
I know that was a tradition like a long time ago, right? To protect royalty, to make sure that the children survive till they can ascend, bullshit, whatever. It didn't feel like a necessary storyline, but it had to be in there so he could, in a way, betray Odessa and hide who he was from her. You know? I don't know.
It's also not original. That happens in fucking Grishoverse by Leigh Bardugo, which is one of my favorite series ever. So, yeah. It's not original. Kathleen. It's revealed that she's the town librarian, so I instantly loved her. It's later revealed that she's the oldest friend of Luella, who's sworn through blood oath to protect the source of Lysa. You don't have any feelings on that? Do you want me to talk about Luella first? It's revealed that it's revealed first that she's the tutor / nanny of Evie, but we later find out that she's actually Ransom and Evie's mom.
This is the too many slices part of this book.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I liked those characters, but they didn't need to be a part of the primary plot line.
Mm-hmm. There were whole chunks of this book that I was like, if you remove these, the story would still work. And one of them was like Kathleen and Luella. They didn't have to be lifelong friends. Her giving the books to Dessa was important.
Luella being a lesbian wasn't important to the storyline.
No.
Like there are just things.
Well, I don't know that she's really a lesbian because Luella has. It seems like she and Kathleen may have had a relationship, but she also had relationships with men.
That's how she. It wasn't necessary.
No,
I get it. Authors don't. Okay, we've said this for 10 seasons. You don't need a gay in a book just to put a gay in the book. As the pod gay, you don't have to make it gay.
It's okay to not make it gay.
But we don't mean that in a right-wing burn the witches kind of way. We mean stop adding extra shit to your books for no fucking reason kind of way.
Yeah.
I burn the witch.
It also bothered me because, and this happens at the very end, and so I'm not too far from the question about it, but like all that build up with these characters just for all of them to die. And
it's so awful.
If you're going to kill off characters in a first book of a trilogy,
make it meaningful, man.
I have to care, and I didn't really care about those characters.
Like, was I worried about the mock prince dying? Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I was really upset about that. I was really concerned about Evie. There were things that mattered to me in this book, but there was just too many people for me to keep track of.
You know what, Molly? There were so many, like, changes in, like, location in Torah that when we went back to, like, the trees, I didn't realize we had gone back there until the motherfucking was attacking. And I was like, wait a minute, where are we? We're back in the tree houses?
Right. When did we get back here?
When did we go back there?
When did we get back here?
Because he specifically told her, you will not be going back there. I was very confused.
There was a lot of moving parts in this area. Honestly, like, the map helped in the book, but I would have liked map pages between. Like, we
needed a map of Torah, not of all of Calandria. We needed a map of Torah.
Yes.
But you can't give us a map of Torah because that's a major plot point of the story that we don't know where everything is, and they're not allowed to have maps.
Because it's secrets.
Although, I do really like that Ransom had tattoos that were maps. Still not original. I've seen that done before.
Well, he also had a cuff that was the map.
That's what I meant. The cuff that was the,
Yeah.
It's still not original. There have been other ways secretly to hide maps, but I thought that was really a good addition to this.
Look at Jailbreak. I mean, the guy put a bazillion tattoos on him, and that was a TV series in
Prison Break.
Prison Break, not Jailbreak.
I heard Jailbreak and was like, I've never seen that. I've never seen Prison Break either, but when you started explaining it, I was like, okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the episode of Doctor Who where they have the silence and they just keep putting like tally marks on them because they need to make sure that they can reference that they have seen them.
God, I miss OG Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, take me back to David Tennant and Matt
Dinniman, not Dinniman, Matt Smith.
Matt Smith, who's my favorite doctor, and I couldn't remember who his name was.
Fuck Martha, though. This is a Martha hate place.
What?
She's such a whiner. Martha?
Oh, yeah. I thought you said Mark, and I was like, what? No.
You know, that one in between Matt Dinniman and David Tennant. His name was Mark.
Wow. I thought we were just like naming books of the Bible.
Mark, Paul, John.
Those are Beatles. Wait, no, they're not.
Oh my god, I hope that's clipped. I hope that's clipped. Ringo's a beetle.
Not Mark. Mark's not a beetle. Okay. As these things often go, Ransom and Odessa fall for each other and finally sleep together very late in the book. I mean, very late.
Very late.
I consider this book low spice. What did you think about the spice scenes?
Agreed. It is low spice. What pisses me off the most about it is he made her feel like she was cheating on her husband.
Mm.
He played fucking mind games with her, and
but they don't sleep together until after he's. But I agree.
So much. I would not be able to trust him. I couldn't. You literally lied about who you were to me. You told me you weren't my husband. You were somebody else. Now you're my fucking husband.
Right.
Squeeze me.
Yeah, and you would have so much guilt about feeling like you were emotionally cheating on the person who's your husband.
Yes, and she's like constantly trying to convince herself not to have feelings for him throughout this book. And then she realizes, oh wait, I can have feelings for him. No, big, no, fuck him, fuck him. He gets to sleep outside for a while. He sleeps on the couch. Doghouse for you, fucker.
Okay, fair enough. I don't like that this book took so long to get to the spice and then was barely spicy, because the way that people talk about this book and the people that we follow on social media who talk about this book are people that read really spicy books. And I mean, I don't need to have spice in my books. I really don't. But I thought I was going to get a lot of spice for this, and it was maybe one pepper, if that.
I didn't get any media on this before. I don't remember seeing anything on socials about this. I knew it was on there, but I haven't really seen any reviews about it. So I was going to go into it blind.
No, I had seen it everywhere. Yeah, so I it was okay. Who knows what the second book's going to bring, because we're going to start the book where they're apart from each other, but I'm hoping that when they're reunited that we get really good like open door content.
And it feels so good. Sorry.
One left.
You love me. Shut up.
I mean, we're wrapping up the podcast, but you're not going anywhere. So
no. I'm forever. I'm fucking glue and gum all in one.
Yeah, it's true.
She's tried getting rid of me, and now we're doing this.
The ending of this book was a total mindfuck. The Crux come early, and a single one massacres most of the Turins we've come to know. Was the ending a good payoff for this book?
I think so.
I do too.
I was just as scared as they were. I was terrified.
I was live texting you and Katie while I was finishing the book, and I mean, I thought Xavier was dead. I'm really glad that he's not, but
I'm glad he's not. But like, also, I'm so mad at him and Ransom, man. Like, what the fuck? Why are you lying to me?
Yeah, but
especially since you picked me. You picked me to be your bride, not her, me.
And the reason he picked her was really shitty, in my opinion. I thought you were caged, so I was going to set you free because I was going to die anyway. Nah, brah. Nah.
Well, he saw her jump. He saw her jump.
Right, but he felt he was giving her freedom by marrying her.
Because his mom was caged. He thinks he's saving his goddamn mom.
He didn't do anything to save her.
Boy, he made her feel a therapist, not to find a wife.
One thing I can say, I meant to say this in the last question with the spice. I do applaud this author for not making Odessa the virginal.
Yes, I've seen a penis before. She says, "I'm not an idiot."
She's had sex before, and that is something that like you don't see a lot in these books. It's always like this really experienced guy. I mean, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that Regency era and medieval era, the girls would have had to be virginal and the men could fuck whatever they wanted. And so I think that continues in romantasy, but I really liked that wasn't the case in this series. I liked that.
Yeah, it was good.
So will you continue the series? Yes, you will.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I will too. And honestly, probably would have delayed even further if it weren't for the ending.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't I feel like I struggled through the book.
I wonder if it was a different time and different place. But I think you still would have had beef with names and like some of the plot points.
Yeah. I mean, those are all good points. It is also hard for me to come off of a book I really love and jump into a book that instantly pisses me off. And those things instantly pissed me off to the point that I was like, You
know what? I want to fight now. I want to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I really thought the ending made it for me. It was very good ending, and I will continue the series. So I know I've missed a lot of this book because it's so fucking long, but is there anything specific you want to touch on?
We don't talk about the lore or the wizard dudes at all. We haven't talked about them at all.
Yeah.
They're
that
like
was
the
weird.
Guys. Yeah. The guys, there's like these guys with magic, and like they're the keeper of like the treaties and all the lore of the land, and it's their job to make sure everybody does what they're told. And it was just, but they're like really friendly with Ransom, but not really anybody else. And she can feel their power, but we really don't talk about that.
I feel like that is really important to the story because
they're like, who's your mother? Who's your mother?
We assume through the whole book, because it's from her point of view, we assume through the whole book that everyone feels their magic and feels that like uncomfortability.
And then Ransom's like, what are you talking about? Why would it be uncomfortable?
Yeah. And I picture these guys as like old Merlin type guys, and they're like creepy monk guys.
I figured like shriveled crypt keeper types, you know, that float.
Yeah.
And are like just like in these draped robes, right? And are just like, come here, child, let me touch your face. Yeah. Right? But I think now I know why the hair dye was important to the stepmom. Like, I think the stepmother,
that's a good point, because I really thought it had to do with
her appearance.
The fact that she didn't like that it looked like Odessa's mom's hair.
But I think it was more to keep her safe. And I don't think, I have a theory, I don't think Odessa's mom's dead.
Oh, I have that theory.
I don't think Odessa's mom's dead.
But I don't know if
I can't prove it.
I don't think she is either, but here's the thing. If you have two queens that were supposed dead that are still alive, like, I just don't know what you do with that. Like, why would
too many queens off
too many queens alive, okay?
Kill the queens.
But you're right, though. That was really important, and I should have had a question on that, so thank you for bringing that up. That was really important. They're also kind of scientists. I myself am something of a scientist.
Which I would have liked more of that detail and less of like this unnecessary family drama we were getting.
So I wonder, and yes, I agree. I wonder if book 2, because we haven't read book 2 yet.
It's right here.
I wonder if in book 2 we get the dual POVs, and so
I think we're gonna. Because
they're
separated. Because Ransom and her are separated, right? She's going back home.
Right.
And he's staying to fight.
So if we get that, we'll probably get more insight into, and it would make sense that we wouldn't get all the insight into who those guys were, because Odessa doesn't like them. She's uncomfortable with them.
Because they make her feel they creep her out.
Now, why no one else in her family felt uncomfortable around them and like didn't notice, I don't know. But
I bonded. Okay, so the reason I think I loved this book so much is I bonded with her really quickly. Odessa felt alone in her family. She felt like an outsider in her family. And the only place she felt free was in the water. And I feel that in my soul. That is like the woods and the water. They're the two places I've always felt safe.
Yeah.
Even though they're vast and big and gross, right? But there's something freeing about both of those for me.
Well, it's a good thing you live in the woods and have a pool.
Yeah. My pool's like a little oasis. It's beautiful. But when he did the little crown with the water from her hair, I was like, yes, she's the queen of the ocean! Ah! I was so hyped for her. And she's I creeped out and I was like, no! I want a crown of water!
It just made me think of Moana.
Jesus Christ. You want to talk about next week?
Well, what was your final rating on this?
4.75.
I gave it a 4.
4.75.
It's very rare for you to rate a book higher than me.
Yeah, I really, like, I have not been attached to a book series like this since Discovery. Like, I have not felt bonded to a character like I have, like, since Diana Bishop.
Well, I really love that for you. And the reason why we should have switched books is because I sort of feel that way about next week's book, which will be the final episode of Book Besties.
Of Book Besties Pod.
For now. We may come back, we don't know. But at least for 2026, we're not back.
Speaking of, I had somebody from book club ask me why we were ending. I was like, are you kidding me?
Because we've done this for 5 years and we're tired.
We've literally done 2 seasons a year for 5 years.
Yeah. We're tired.
Y'all ain't listening to all the episodes. Catch up. We'll talk later.
Right. So next week for the final episode of Book Besties, we are reading Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eri. I don't know how to say her last name. We got to look it up. But Imani. I have a gorgeous edition.
Mine's just got purple edges.
So pretty with all the stuff and character art and beautiful. And I am fucking loving this book.
It's all right.
I am doing a series. Bitch. I am doing a series right now where I am.
Questions. It's cool.
I'm doing a series right now on TikTok where I'm having people read along with me. So I'm posting videos that are like recaps of my journey through this book. And I may do that more when we get off of pod because I might have more time. But let me tell you something, Molly. I am going to finish rereading the fucking Hunger Games series with my deep dive. I started last year and I only did the first one.
Yeah.
And was it summer? I thought it was fall. It doesn't matter.
Last summer.
You're probably right. I don't remember, but it was way too long ago. So I'm going to read Catching Fire, Mockingjay, and then read the 2 prequels. The paperback edition of Sunrise on the Reaping actually comes out this fall, and I did pre-order it. By the way, if you're somebody that collected the really pretty sprayed edges editions that I didn't get because I was like, I don't want to have these 4 books and not have the 5th book. They are releasing Sunrise on the Reaping separately. You can buy just that one, which is really cool. Cool. So that's what we're doing next week. Heavenly Bodies, a TikTok darling. So we'll have to see.
She's very popular and very young, which is
very
really great.
young.
Which I'm really happy for her that she's popping off so good because we need more authors of color.
And not at all jealous. Not at all jealous.
Yeah. She's got her own little niche corner.
Okay.
I'm more irritated about the guy that wrote my book recently that sucked.
Oh my gosh. The book that won the Pulitzer Prize this year for writing, it's called Angel Down, and it is a horror historical fiction, and the entire book is one long sentence. No. There's no stopping. It's a whole book of one sentence.
I said this in group chat, but I'm going to say it for you guys. When I send run-on sentences to publishers, they tell me to fix my shit. Mm-hmm. So
he's a white man.
That's
the only thing I can think of. What?
It's because he's got a penis, isn't it? If I had a penis, like
I 100% think. I 100% think that that I think that's what it is.
This is so unique and so smart. What's wrong with you, Pulitzer?
I don't know, but hear a funny story about it before we go?
Yeah.
I called our collections librarian because she's at a different library than I am. And I'm like, hey, so I put a book in my cart. But like, did you want to order it sooner since it's the Pulitzer winner? Like, should we order it on Amazon so we get it sooner? She was like, nobody wants to read that book. She's like, we own 2 copies of it in the system already. It's on hold for 3 people. Nobody wants to read that book. So just order it with your normal order. I was like, fair enough.
My question is Does the audiobook reader just keep going, and like,
you know what? I'll never read it, so I'll never know. I have no desire to read it.
Honestly, I don't want to know.
I've read a few Pulitzer winners that have been good, but this one I'm like, I have no interest in this.
Meh.
Nope. None whatsoever. All right, so that's it. Next week's the last one, Molly. How do you feel?
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm excited. I have a little bit of senioritis right now where I don't even want to finish. Like I wasn't sure I even wanted to film today. It's just like,
I really am not looking forward to writing questions for Heavenly Bodies because I really think I'm not gonna do a good job, and I'm really worried you're gonna.
I don't feel like I did a good job for these questions.
I think you did a great job for Shield of Sparrows.
All right, cool. Well, it'll be fine.
I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. It'll be fine. All right, we'll see you next week one more time. Bye! Thank you for joining us on Book Besties. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The views discussed here are those of April and Molly, not those of anyone else. Today's book was Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Carpe Librum, the shop that has bookish things for bookish people. And right now you can save $5 off of your order of $25 or more using our code NEWTHINGS2026. Your Book Besties are Molly Biggs and April Watkins, editing by Thomas Watkins, and music is Sleep Sweetly by Brigida. Don't forget to follow the Book Besties on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. If you'd like to contact the Book Besties, please email us at bookbestiespod@gmail.com or visit our website, bookbestiespodcast.com. Until next time, besties, get lost in your favorite book.